Shake it, baby. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it.
We want to talk about our good friend Ben Askren. Ben Askren is dealing with some really tough things right now, health-wise, physically. Ben and I do a podcast called Funky and the Champ, and on 2 weeks ago, he was speaking of back issues. Ben had an infection that ultimately overtook his body. He was hospitalized in Vegas. Now he's been air med back to Wisconsin. I spoke about that a little bit the other day, Joe, and I said, Ben's back home. Ben is not back home. He's just in Wisconsin where he's in a hospital there, still trying to recover. We are praying every day for Ben Askren, his recovery, his family, Amy, the children. But man, it's so scary, Chael, how quickly things can change.
I'm gonna be honest and humble. I think he's better than me running, but football IQ.
I'm better than Khabib at football. I seen the clip of you playing football. It wasn't the best, I'm gonna be honest, and my skill level is better.
Don't forget, between us is nobody right now.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I ain't gonna lie. When he said that, I was like, what the f? I was like, whoa, like, why'd he get so, I was like, damn, why'd he get so serious out of nowhere? We talking about football. I was like, what the f? We talking about football. I was like, what do you mean by that? I was like, hold on, what? I kind of was like, what? I was like, I wasn't scared. Now look, hear me out. I wasn't scared. I was just like, all my life I wasn't scared. People keep saying I was scared. I was not scared. I wasn't scared. Chat, he don't even fight no more, chat. Come on. 1v1? Y'all want me to 1v1 Khabib. He doesn't fight anymore, chat. Khabib does not fight anymore, bro. Y'all want me to 1v1 Khabib? What? He could kill you in under 5 seconds. He gotta catch me first. He's not, bro. You gotta, he has to catch me. And bro, get off his nuts, bro. I'm about to ban you, bro. I'm about to ban you on my chat. Nah, real shit. Like, that just pissed me off, bro. He can kill you under 5 seconds. Bro, I'm about, like, chat, I'm about to ban him, bro. Bro, he actually just pissed me off with that comment, bro.
I looked up online that you reportedly have at least 2 fights left on your contract. Do you have 2 fights, or you can't say, or you don't know?
I don't even know.
You don't know. But we're fighting again.
I don't plan on ever fighting anywhere else, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm also not going to fight for fun anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They owe me a championship fight. I'm 3-1, last 4. They came to my house, begged me to fight Max Holloway on UFC 300. And what I consider it an exhibition fight. I don't mean that the loss is not on my record. I mean it had nothing to do with the rankings of my, And in the time that I did that, Dustin Poirier, who I just beat, got a good win over Saint Denis, and then fought for the belt.
Yeah.
And then since I've won, the champion's been saying he wants to fight me. And so they could have easily set that up, but they didn't. Then he vacates, and then Oliveira's 2-2 in his last fight. Already has a loss to Makhachev, and they bring a brand new guy in, and I get again. So I'm not going to fight any of these motherfuckers for fun unless they pay me so much more money.
My top 5 list, I would say myself, Anderson Silva. I would have to go with George St. Pierre. I'll throw Khabib Nurmagomedov in there. And man, it always changes. It depends on what month you ask me. I'll throw Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson in there as well.
I am leaning towards Ilia Topuria. I think the power in the hands is significant. Of course, he has the wrestling to probably be able to stop the takedowns, but more importantly, he's coming up to 155. I say this all the time. Everybody should move up a weight class and stop cutting so much weight. Remember, Charles Oliveira used to fight at 145, came up to 55, reinvented himself, became one of the most exciting fighters, and of course was a champion. So it's not like Charles Oliveira is going to have some massive size advantage. Ilia Topuria, in the footage that we've seen online, he looks big, he looks bulked up, he's going to be able to hit harder, he'll take a better shot, the cardio is going to be better, and just all round, he will be a much more improved athlete. Everybody should move up a weight class. I've said this a million times. I won't go on about it. However, as I say, I'm leaning towards Ilia, but anything can happen in a mixed martial arts fight.
excuse me, if Islam was to beat Ilia, it'll be like, I just beat another smaller champion again. But if he goes up and becomes the 170-pound champion, now you're talking about legacy, because that's something I wasn't able to do. There's only been a handful of guys who were able to do that. And if he's able to succeed in doing that, I think
he gonna be over his brother Khabib. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing Khabib was missing, you know. But Khabib was smart though. He knew he couldn't handle guys at 170. Them arms was too short. He ain't talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He won't gonna get to nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, you know, much respect for Islam for actually, you know, going up, moving up weight, man, and really want to challenge himself. The only thing that I say that's some bull is just that matchup. That matchup don't make no sense.
Feel some of those punches. Obviously, that's a platinum pressure style that I had to use to get myself close to him to even try to make contact. Sean was very defensive, and you know, I can make you very tired just by blocking a lot of your punches or taking some of them right on the forehead. And you know, when I'm in that type of shape where I could, plus elevation in Las Vegas, you know, it's not something I prepared myself for. I just showed up at the gym and did it. And, you know, a 5-minute round with Sean Strickland. Let's see, you know, if obviously he'll work with you probably, because most people don't want to go spar Sean Strickland 5 minutes. And if they did, we would see what would happen to him. Any of those punches that I had to take just to roll off the shoulder would have dropped a lot of folks that are in the comments talking. But I wanted to give you guys the entertainment and show you guys. And it was cool to spar Sean, man. I like his capabilities. Imagine if I have the cardio to go 3 5-minute rounds with him. That pressure of me blocking those punches with my forehead, I'm going to make you so tired, you're going to look for a way out. I don't care who you are. And Sean will put you out, and I'll put you out too. So don't be hating, and I'm out here elevating.
I've never seen Justin Gaethje went flying like that, bro. He dropped him, and he went flying. The way he talks about his power, Gaethje, he said it was like an electric battery or something. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Uma pilha de carro, uma bateria de carro.
Isso é bom porque, tipo, ele era o cara mais temido da categoria, o cara que falava que todo mundo batia mais duro, e você escutar isso do cara que falou isso, então isso é importante, isso aí mostra quanto que a gente é gigante, quanto que a gente tem poder de fogo realmente na mão.
It's important when you hear that from the hardest hitting dude in the division. Literally. That's proof of how hard he hits, you know? É importante considerando com quem você vai lutar no próximo.
Sim, com
Falam
certeza.
muito do poder da mão dele, mas a sua também.
É um cara duro, igual eu falei, tá vindo da categoria de baixo, então tem que respeitar as pesidades.
He's coming from the featherweights, you need to respect these lightweights.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, you're probably one of the hardest hitting light. Do you think you hit harder than Ilia?
Com certeza.
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.